Will Chelsea sweep the Seagulls aside, or will Brighton and Hove Albion get their first ever win at Stamford Bridge? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my preview for the match that will be taking place tomorrow evening at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League between Chelsea and Brighton and Hove Albion, with kickoff at 7:30 PM UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly, I will run you through the Chelsea team news and only the team news concerning the Chelsea first team. I will then be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news, in which I will be giving you guys very shortly. And lastly, I'll be giving you guys my score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So we kick things off with the Chelsea team news, and in this preview I have two stories or pieces of information for you guys in regards to the Chelsea first team, and the first one concerns Ben Chilwell, N'Golo Kante and Thiago Silva. And this story explains that Ben Chilwell is set to undergo knee surgery and could miss the rest of the season, and that is bad news, very bad news, because Ben Chilwell is one of our main players and he has had a really good season up until the injury in which he sustained in that 4-0 win over Juventus some time ago now. But yes, he will definitely not be available for tomorrow's match, and N'Golo Kante and Thiago Silva are also set to miss tomorrow's match against Brighton and Hove Albion. So that's the first piece of information for you guys in regards to the Chelsea first team. The second piece of information concerns Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, and this story explains that all three of them will be assessed ahead of kickoff against Brighton and Hove Albion tomorrow evening, which could spell good news for the squad in terms of players returning to training, but it could possibly spell bad news and mean that the players in which I've just mentioned could be out for a little bit longer, but we'll just have to see. But that is it for the Chelsea team news. We shall now move on to my lineup. Now I am going to give you all my lineup, and yes, I will begin by talking about the formation that I have chosen, and that of course is a 3-4-3/3-4-2-1. And in terms of the personnel I've chosen, I have gone with Edouard Mendy in goal, although I'm not going to lie to you guys, I am not entirely sure when he'll be jetting off to Cameroon to take part in the African Cup of Nations with his team Senegal, but I have decided to go with him in goal anyway. But of course, if he is going to the AFCON before tomorrow's game, then of course I'll go with CHEBHA, but if he isn't, then Edouard Mendy. But yes, for now, Edouard Mendy in goal. In terms of my back three, I have gone with Trevor Chalobah in the right centre-back position, and while he got caught out a few times against Aston Villa and ended up getting substituted for Romelu Lukaku, I do believe that he has been really good this season. And while there is a big question mark as to why he got substituted against Aston Villa in terms of it being a tactical substitution or him being substituted due to an injury, I have gone with him in the right centre-back position anyway. In the middle of my back three, I've gone with Andreas Christensen because, of course, Thiago Silva will be absent for tomorrow's match due to an injury in which he picked up and ended up going off because of against Aston Villa. It's as simple as that. Now, to complete my back three, I've gone with Antonio Rudiger in the left centre-back position, and I've done so because he has been really consistent this season. He has put in some solid performances, both in the defensive third and the offensive third. I've got to be honest with you lot. Offensively, he has gotten a lot better. Yes, not only because of his goals, but because of his driving runs and his penalty-winning pieces of play, shall I say. But yes, I've gone with Antonio Rudiger in the left centre-back position, and that completes my back three. In terms of the midfield four now, yes, I am including the two wing-backs as well. I've gone with Reece James at right wing-back, and yes, he did not have the best of games against Aston Villa. but I do believe that he should be playing this one because Brighton and Hove Albion do have some great players down their left hand side, particularly their left back. And I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, otherwise, I will embarrass myself on my own channel. But yes, I've gone with Reece James in the right wing back position. In the two central midfield positions, I have gone with Jorginho and Mateo Kovacic, and the reason why I've done so is because N'Golo Kante is set to miss tomorrow's match. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a question mark because he will be facing a late fitness test, and Saul Niguez is probably going to be one of the only ones to be on the bench in terms of our midfield options. So that's why I've gone with Jorginho and Mateo Kovacic. And in addition to that, we know that this midfield pairing works because we've seen it in the past. So that's the central midfield pairing that I've gone with. Now to complete my midfield four, um, I've gone with Marcos Alonso at left wing back, and that is because of the bad news that we have just received in regards to Ben Chilwell. And honestly, we are going to need to dip into the market in January. Um, and look for a good left wing back. And that could obviously mean that that could mean that Emerson or Ian Marson comes back, but that's another video for another day. Anyways, I've gone with Marcos Alonso in the left wing back position. And now to complete my team, I'm going to get into the front three. And yes, I'm going to go from right to left again. In the right forward position, I've gone with Hakim Ziyech because I do believe that he does deserve to play. He has had a decent season so far. Yes, he hasn't scored many goals, but creatively, I feel as though he's one of our best wingers, or shall I rephrase that? Or I shall rephrase that rather. From a creative sense, I feel as though he's one of our best wingers, or I think he's one of our best wingers. Shall I say to correct myself? Anyways, I've gone with Hakim Ziyech because I do believe that Mason Mount needs to sit this one out because he hasn't had a good run of games recently. And while he has been scoring, we do need players to perform at their best in this difficult period. But if Mason Mount starts and ends up proving himself, or let me rephrase that, he has proved himself. If he ends up starting and putting in a solid performance, I'll be really happy. And if he does start, then I hope he does, because of course we have to back him, even when they don't play at their best. It's as simple as that. But anyways, I do digress. I have gone with Hakim Ziyech in the right forward position. Up front, I've gone with Romelu Lukaku. I mean, if you need a reason as to why I've gone with him up front, just look at the Aston Villa game. It's as simple as that. He changed the game when he came on, and if we have that from the start, who knows what he can do. Moving on, to complete the team, I've gone with Christian Pulisic in the left forward position, and the reason why I've gone with him there is because of his ability to dribble, his ability to disturb defenders and cause all sorts of problems with his dribbling. I think it's second to none. He's one of our most creative players, and it's about time he played in that position again because he has been playing up front a lot recently, and we'll just have to see what the bench is and who's available in tomorrow's game. But anyways, that is the lineup that I've gone with. Do drop yours in the comment section below. I'd love to see them. But anyways, here's a graphic showing you guys the formation that I've chosen and the players that I've chosen for my lineup. We shall now move on to my score prediction. Now, in terms of a score prediction, I have decided to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win because I have a strong feeling that Brighton and Hove Albion will be very difficult to play against. I mean, I watched most of their game against Brentford and they dominated that game. Yes, the second half was more controlled and less um, gung ho, shall I say, but they really did deserve to win that game. They were very clinical. The goals they scored in that game were sublime, so we have to be at it, and it's as simple as that. I do believe we can win. We need to win because Manchester City are on a roll. They've been rampant in most of their recent games. I mean, they won their last game by 6 goals to 3. That tells you everything you need to know without being at their best. So again, that tells you everything you need to know. So we have to win. We have to get ourselves back into this title race, and we certainly have to get the job done against Brighton and Hove Albion tomorrow if we want to even say that we're in a title race. But anyways, that's why I've gone with a 2-0 Chelsea win, and that is it for this preview. I'll see you all very soon. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel, and peace.